Today, we are looking into some prominent news this week that includes Tesla, Chinese EVs, gadget news, and science news. So let's get started. Okay, first up, some headlines event related to Tesla. Tesla launches their first V4 superchargers in China. These V4 superchargers, which are officially up and running, are in addition to existing 12,000 superchargers found across the mainland China. Tesla naturally continues to invest in their infrastructure, one of the key selling points that Tesla customers love and enjoy, along with reliability, ease, and use of the service at a competitive pricing. And these V4 superchargers will be a welcome sight to Chinese customers. Next, we have the sales figures for June in Europe. In the UK, the registration of new Teslas in June jumped a staggering 224%, blowing up any doubts and concerns some may have had about the potential impact of politics and antics of the CEO on the brand and car itself. In Spain, the sales tripled, and it was best-selling car brand in Netherlands across all vehicle segments. If the sales figures weren't enough, there is potential that Tesla is moving closer to the approval and release of its FSD in Europe. Recent update of its website hints at this proximity. Naturally, that could trigger another boost in sales. And if you have not heard about it, Tesla announced another milestone achievement. In this instance, the delivery of its car from factory to customer. Not on back of car transporter or driven by human driver, but the car itself driving its way to its customer. Tesla said it drove itself for 30 minutes across parking lots, highways, and the city to reach its new owner. Tesla's robotaxi service may have had some early hitches, but the company said it successfully delivered the car autonomously using the same robotaxi technology. Tesla showed a video of the delivery process of a Model Y from its Gigafactory Texas in Austin to a customer. Okay, next we have some concerning news. Apparently the Chinese creative illicit IT crowd have found a way to unlock Tesla FSD for mere $140. Tesla no doubt is scrambling to patch the hole in their software security, or they may drop the price of FSD below $140. The latter, of course, is just a wishful thinking on my part. Hot on the heels of Tesla, we of course have the Chinese EV brands like Xiaomi, XPeng, Lenovo, and Li Auto, competing for a bigger share of the market. These four brands are seeking to launch four alternatives to popular Model Y. That will surely add more heat on Tesla. To come up with strategy to address the competition, there has been rumors of smaller, cheaper Model Y on its way, perhaps to fend off some competition. If the rumors are true, then potential customers of Model Y Junior or Mini, whatever it is called, will expect prices to be affordable, especially if Xiaomi and other competitive brands churns out SUV with starting price under $35,000. Of course, it's not only Teslas that get attacked with bad presses. Xiaomi felt the need to issue a statement defending their YU7, whose brake pads caught on fire, not on a public road, but on a track. In other news, Geely, the maker of automobiles, motorcycles, engines, and transmissions, and the company behind many of the popular brands like Volvo, Polestar, Proton, Smart, just to name a few, launched the plug-in hybrid sedan in China. It was not clear if this or any of its variants will set its wheels in Europe. Okay, let us turn our attention to recalls. Recalls by Anker specifically. The company already issued a previous recall in US recently of its popular power banks, and this happens to be its second recall. Responsible brands accept failures, and it seems Anker is doing the right thing by being responsible and recalling the defective products. Now, if you have an Apple Watch, you may be excited to know that you can have your favorite calendar, your Google Calendar, on your wrist, as Google has launched an Apple Watch app. Although, if you have Apple Watch, you are most likely well invested in Apple ecosystem and probably stick with your Apple Watch native calendar that you are familiar with. Sticking with Apple still, there is rumors that Apple will launch an Apple Glasses this year. We have seen glasses from Meta and Google, so it isn't surprising that Apple will enter this market. It was never a question of if, but when, and this could be the year that we will see the Apple Glasses. Xbox exec believe that AI can help reduce the stress, depression, suicidal thoughts, etc. All the emotions that can be born from being laid off from work by seeking help from an AI. Of course, the laid off workers will have to pay for these services first, no doubt. And on the Microsoft front, Microsoft will not let you use its own authenticator app to store or autofill passwords soon. Instead, force you to use Microsoft Edge. Not sure how secure people will feel having all their passwords handled by their browser. I suppose time will tell. Okay, we are getting closer to end of this week's highlight. There has been leaks of new Galaxy Z Fold 7. The whole world seems to be jumping on the bandwagon of the miracle drug Ozempic or similar to help them shed weight. The same is happening with popular phones. Having a flagship super ultra thin phones that no one really asks for outside of the blind customer focus groups is the new trend. In the science related news, the One Big Beautiful Bill is moving Space Shuttle to Texas at mere price tag of $85 million. Now, if we compare that to India's mission to the moon, that cost approximately $75 million. Perhaps Texas is further than we thought. And finally, never say never. Whether you want to thank climate change or fear the freak of nature, snow is actually causing havoc with the world's most powerful telescope that has been built in the middle of nowhere, in a desert. I leave you with that thought, so until next time, please do what others say, like and subscribe, and we will be eternally grateful.